Crypto is finally on the political offensive in Congress, specifically this time in the Senate. We're talking about the Senate race in California, where it's a Republican candidate, but then primarily Adam Schiff, a prominent Democrat, and Katie Porter. This all comes from the background of, if we remember, Senator Warren, Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, is the primary person trying to fight crypto. We've been over her history before. She's close with the Biden administration. She's close with the SEC chair, Gary Gensler. And her and this lady, Katie Porter, who's currently a congresswoman, but is now resigned to become what she thinks is going to be California's next senator. They are very close and been coordinating together on anti-crypto, anti-Web3 policy. Fortunately, the crypto community, to some extent, has finally gotten its act together and is actually starting to push forward in promoting pro-crypto candidates, or at least defeating anti-crypto candidates. How are they doing this? Well, in California, let's remember one thing. California has a jungle primary system. What does that mean? That means that all candidates, even Republican or Democrat, are all on the same ballot, which means that you could end up with just two Democrats running against each other in the California race if the Republican takes third place. That's not super likely to happen, but it could happen in a jungle primary, especially in a blue state like California. So you have Adam Schiff, a Republican candidate, and then Katie Porter. Adam Schiff is currently supposedly the most well-to-do nominee as far as the polling is concerned. Adam Schiff is in first, and then Katie Porter is in a close second. Katie Porter's numbers have been about 13 to 16%. Adam Schiff is in the lower 20s area. So certainly not the best. There's still a lot of votes that could shift one way or another, but here's the key. A Super Pac, Fairshake, with about $80 to $90 million, has started taking out ads trying to convince voter. A Super PAC called Fairshake, with around $90 million, has started putting out attack ads against Katie Porter, linking her to really unpopular California issues like big oil, big tech, big corporations, essentially calling Representative Katie Porter a sellout. The goal here is what? Katie Porter's anti-crypto. She's in a tight race. Give all your resources to someone else to hopefully do attack ads to hurt Katie Porter's numbers. And it might work. So the crypto plan should be actually to help promote a character like an Adam Schiff, because if Adam Schiff wins, he will have the crypto community to thank for it, and hopefully will be a counterbalance in the Democratic Party to Elizabeth Warren. Now, this gets tricky because there is no guarantee, but this is exactly how the political process should work. And this is the first time I think the crypto industry has finally gotten its act together and figured out how to be politically smart. Now, there is another situation which the crypto community could actually kind of ruin some of the progress that they're making, and that is that there is now a Republican candidate in Massachusetts, John Deaton, who is supporting the crypto community. He apparently has a lot of crypto wealth, but as a Republican is running against a blue dominant Warren, Massachusetts. So why would that not be a great idea for crypto to be backing someone like John Deaton? Well, if we step back and if you listen to some of my previous videos, crypto should have gone a Democrat to primary Warren. They didn't, but they should have. A Democrat is the only person who's going to win Massachusetts at large. Now, Massachusetts has had Republican governors in the past. They're very moderate. And if anything, the former Republican governor who was thinking about actually running for the Senate in Massachusetts should have been persuaded to maybe run if this was the general election plan for the crypto community. But John Deaton is not a very good candidate. He's not a local. He just moved to the district. He's renting a house, not even owning one. He has a very interesting background, kind of like Elizabeth Warren, a little more dicey, but kind of a of the people, working class kind of guy. But he has no political roots in Massachusetts. He has no political support. Just because he likes crypto doesn't mean the crypto community should be backing him, because Elizabeth Warren could turn around, take everything associated with John Deaton, which there's some not so great stuff, and point it as a projection across the wider crypto community. So that is sometimes what's known as a political trap. John Deaton has no chance of winning in Massachusetts. He's a Republican in a blue state. Elizabeth Warren will win handily. But if crypto makes the mistake of funding him, then she can link all of John Deaton's character flaws to the larger crypto community, which they could then use to parlay in Katie Porter's election and actually say, hey, these crypto people who are supporting a gross Republican in Massachusetts are the same people trying to support Adam Schiff. So it's actually a better strategy if the crypto community, specifically this Fairshake PAC, is intelligent and smart with the way that they place money. Of course, politics, there's always pushback. This isn't to say that Fairshake shouldn't be donating to Republicans at large, but specifically donating to someone like John Deaton would be a waste of money. But they should be doing exactly what they are doing in California, where they find tight races with small margins, primarily with people from the same party, and influence just enough one candidate to get them over the edge of the line by rallying enough voters and enough money to where the crypto community now has a reliable ally. It's interesting because as a crypto person, Adam Schiff is very anti-Trump, very anti-Republican, but every vote counts. And the last thing that you want to do as the crypto community is make another powerful enemy, because it is not guaranteed that Biden will lose re-election. It's not guaranteed. Nothing in this world is guaranteed. If Biden wins again, Elizabeth Warren will remain strong, and then you have no counterbalance against an SEC, because we all know that the number one way to take out someone like Chairman Gensler from the SEC is to get a Republican elected to the presidency. Why? Because the president has sole authority over the SEC to remove a chair if he'd like, and the chair is the one who determines the priorities. Congress could, of course, sanction different people, but that doesn't work so well. It's not as effective as the president just being able to tell someone to go. And it also means that Trump, if he wins the nomination, would then pick the next SEC chair to replace Gensler, which more than likely would be a Republican, although there are limits. The SEC has to be balanced in which parties it has. But Gensler obviously going out, there's no way that you could put in someone that's worse unless it's Elizabeth Warren herself. So the crypto community is actually, for the first time, I think, doing a very smart political decision. I'm happy to see that Fairshake has as much money as it does. As of now, they've already spent about 20 million, it looks like, of those PAC dollars of the total 90 million. So this looks good for the community. I hope they double down on ousting Katie Porter. Hopefully they're able to spend more ads and even gain more traction for someone like Adam Schiff to ensure that Elizabeth Warren is alone in her hate for crypto.